a 3D printed mini Brooklyn Bridge. Let's see how I sliced it. Before we start, if you want this STL file, you can find the link on the description for the STLFlix platform. Okay guys, we have two parts for this 3D print, okay? There are separated objects in here, so we are going to choose the part 1 first to look at it. As you guys can see, we prepared this file to be organized in this way. And some build plates will fit and some others you won't. If you have an Ender 3, as I do, maybe some parts will not fit on the build plate. So we are going to click on the Split to Objects feature. So in this way, we are going to separate all parts and now we can manipulate them individually. Or we can just tell to Prusa Slice to organize for us. And now we have another way to print it. In my opinion, I'm going to put this closer to the other part, like this, and I can just rotate, because if we keep in this way, after we finish those initial layers, we are going to have only those two parts being printed. So if we keep like this, they are going to be too far away from each other. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to put this in the middle, rotate it. And now, after we slice it, now they are closer to each other. And we already did it the other ones. This is a extremely simple model to print, guys. So I will recommend you to keep like 0.2 as layer height or 0.16 if you want a better resolution in here. My only recommendation will be about the first layer. We have some thin parts in here, so you can or cannot, depending on if you will trust your printer or if you use glue on your build plate. If you don't, I recommend you to enable the skirt bring option. In this case, we are going to use the bring. Let's enable with 5 millimeters and the gap will be 0.2. I want this bring distance from the print to be easier to remove. This is because I only want a few parts touching the bring in this case, okay? So I will show you like this. Now we have a problem with the skirt. Let me just disable it and reslice it. Okay, so as you guys can see in here, this will be close enough to hold this print in the build plate and then far enough to be easy to remove. This is my only recommendation. I also want to give you guys some advice about your first layer. I always keep 0.2 as my first layer height and the first layer extrusion width will be 0.48 millimeters, okay? So keep this with the skirt and brim and those parts are be safely attached to the build plate. Alright, and I think that's all to print your Brooklyn Bridge. I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STLFlix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.